So I want to ask you now, though, what is the solution that the international socialist alternative puts forward for the situation in Israel Palestine?
Yeah, so for us, it's obvious with everything that's been said in this program that the struggle against the occupation and the national oppression of Palestinians is linked to the struggle against capitalism and imperialism in the region. And what we will see in the next couple of days is Biden or the European Union will try to intervene into this new situation with renewed proposals for negotiations about the so-called two states solution. It's the similar two states imperialist plans that were dictated to the Palestinians in the last 2 decades or even 3 decades without any resolution. So never offered to the Palestinians anything resembling genuine national liberation from the oppression by the Israeli state. And the Israeli ruling class will continue to resist as much as he can substantial concession, obviously on the more sensitive questions like the refugees' rights. But it is also would be completely misleading to think about any kind of political or legal resolution that is not connected to the social social issues and to the social fabric. Without really expropriating the Israeli ruling class, which stands behind the regional military machine, without using resources in the region democratically to end poverty and the massive material inequality between the two national groups, there can be no path for genuine liberation and also for a resolution of this conflict. So the solution is only possible as part of of a regional movement for transformation, for a socialist transformation of the whole region. But on the other hand, we cannot be only abstract about it. Yes, and we need to be more concrete because millions of Palestinians are now aspire for national liberation and for an independent state, for total independence from Israel. For example, the struggle in East Jerusalem against the colonial settlements, it's a struggle to push them out and not to integrate within the Israeli state, but on the other side, just to achieve a total independence and to push out the military forces, the Israeli police, the settlers. In parallel, millions of Jews will furiously resist any arrangement that, in their view, will not guarantee them national self-determination. And this is an important factor because a class appeal to Jewish working class, also on the background of what Tuval described in her last contribution, is necessary to end the ability of the Israeli state to mobilize the Jewish part of the population against the Palestinians. And therefore, in these circumstances of conflict and deep divide, we need a program that calls for two equal democratic socialist states in a voluntary confederation with two capitals in Jerusalem to point the way to address the current suspicions on the both sides of the national divide and to allow the potential collaboration in struggle of workers and poor to effectively undermine and challenge the Israeli ruling class.